came about 2.5 years ago. What I saw made me just fall in love completely with this country. I see tremendous potential to bring Moldova to Sweden. The untouched Moldovan there's an energy in Moldova that you don't find everywhere. Energy which is fantastic. So I came about 2.5 years ago, just before COVID started. So my whole time here in Moldova has been very much through the lens of the pandemic, and then also the past couple of months then also through the implications of the war in Ukraine, which makes it not, of course not the most easy time to be in Moldova. I did not really get to know the country to the extent I really wanted because of all the restrictions that we have. But what I saw made me just fall in love completely with this country. I have worked within the Swedish embassy here on projects that are in support of economic development, and it has been amazing to see the creativity, the drive, the vision of our partners that we are working with. I have been truly amazed by the people who are here in Moldova and are building a future for certain sectors that we are working with. So it has been fantastic. I really enjoyed it, despite the problems of COVID and not really being able to fully take in Moldova. I've been the focal point for 2 projects that we are funding together with USAID, and I have been amazed by the competency of our partners to meet the crisis or meet the challenges that we have seen over the 2 years. I remember when the COVID pandemic started and we were supporting the textile sector, and you could see how the textile sector, they redirected production. They started to produce PPE clothing and masks, supporting other projects that we are having as well with the PPE. For example, we have a collaboration with UN Women and shelters. So our partners and our beneficiaries, they were having the confidence and the understanding and knowledge to react to the changing context in an amazing way, which I think made the projects continue to deliver to the extent they wanted and needed to do. So the projects that we're having are specifically in the IT sector and support to the ICT sector. It's also on the textile, precision engineering and creative industries. And I think that all of these industries have had an important role to play in Moldova over the past 2.5 years, and I've been there, and of course before. But you can see how these sectors, which has such a potential within Moldovan economy, to increase exports, to be forward-thinking, to look into the future, to stimulate young people's belief in new areas of work. Those sectors have been able to adapt to the changing situations, and I think it's very impressive to see how they have been turning their work into to more digital work, or in other ways building their businesses despite the current situations or the previous situations. So I've been working as the focal point for 2 projects here at the embassy. There are 2 projects that we fund together with USAID. One is on the TechWell project, which is the support of the ICT sector, especially looking at young people's possibilities to pursue a career within the ICT, but also the women in online and women in tech, so supporting women's role in the ICT sector. And the other project is the Future Technologies activity, which is a large project in order to support a number of sectors within Moldovan economy, amongst others the creative industries and textile and apparel and the precision engineering. I am incredibly thankful to Moldova, the people of Moldova. I have been welcomed with open arms and open hearts and open doors. I have been able to explore Moldova outside of Chisinau through canoe tours or visit to monasteries or wine tasting. I have been hiking outside in the rolling hills of Moldova. So I treasure this experience tremendously, and wherever I go I have only been met by warm and open hearts from the Moldovan people, and that is also what makes Moldova for me very special. The possibilities I've had to form friendship and contacts with some amazing people here in Moldova. So I'm treasuring that, and I'm taking that with me. And it has also made me discover certain parts of Moldova, like for example the fashion industry. So for example, I'm wearing this dress today because it's one of the most beautiful dresses I have seen with a traditional Moldovan design. And it's something that I will bring with me when I go to Sweden. It's something that I will put on at a special occasion when I want to celebrate Moldova, wherever I will be in the future. I have also explored other designers and Moldovan fashion industry, and I find it exciting. It's something new, it's something different, and it's for me I have found also a lot of pieces that are with colors, and it brings color to my life to wear Moldovan designs, and that is something that I also take with me to Sweden and to friends both here and abroad. And I'm really keen on bringing Moldovan fashion design to my extended family and friends. I think it will be more on the private level. My new job does not include so much of Moldova in work-wise, but I see tremendous potential to bring Moldova to Sweden and to promote the tourism industry and promote Moldova as an opening, warm, really adventurous country to visit, and that's what I'm going to bring with me. Of course, also to maybe look at some wines in Sweden. One of the things that I find very exciting also about Moldova, and that's, of course, I'm going to promote that, but maybe more on a private and personal level. I like the very traditional Moldovan food, and just a placenta, it's amazing. Or just mamaliga with some sour cream. It's fantastic. It's just very, very easy to like food, I think. So I'm not a very good cook, so I'm not really sure I will be able to do it in Sweden when I go there, but I have truly enjoyed it here. And of course, Moldovan wine, especially from the small wine producers, I think it's amazing. I can't really say which one is my favorite, but I think Moldova is doing an amazing job to treasure the tradition of Moldovan wine, and also to look at preserving the traditional grapes from here, which I think is interesting to explore. Where shall I start? I really don't know where to start. Moldova has become it's become very close to me and very close to my heart. When I first came, I did not really know what to expect. I've been to Chisinau around 2011, and a lot of things have changed since then. And I came here, I had my family with me, I have 2 children, and I was not really sure what will Moldova bring to us. And then of course COVID happened, and that changed a lot of the things, how we can explore the country. But the team here at the Swedish Embassy, my colleagues here, opened up their work and their hearts for me. It's been, I mean, it sounds maybe a little bit cliche, but it has been an amazing team to work with here. I am in awe of the knowledge and the dedication of my colleagues. I could never have been able to work without them. So that is one thing that I really take with me, the amazing professionalism and dedication that I meet here at the Swedish Embassy. But not just here, also with the partners that we're working with, also with the NGOs that I have been meeting when we've been out, or the people that I have had the opportunity to talk to. And that brings, that I will bring with me. Definitely, but also the untouched Moldovan kind of, it's not, there's not too much tourism, and it's both good and bad. Tourism can bring in income and money, but for me it has been fantastic to go to some of the monasteries or go out in the nature, and there's like no one else there. Just to absorb the culture that Moldova also has. So I think it's hard to say what it is, if it's 1 or 2 things. I feel that me and my family, we really have enjoyed every part of our life here. Chisinau is a great city to live in. We have had amazing friends, both from the international community but also from the Moldovans. Amazing job, fantastic colleagues, and I feel that despite everything these 2 years, there's an energy in Moldova that you don't find everywhere. So maybe sometimes you have to look for it. Of course there are a lot of challenges, but there is this positive vibe also here that I have tried to really let it take part of my work and my private life. The concerts, the exhibitions, or whatever, all the festivals, like the potato festival or the pumpkin festival or the strawberry festival. I mean, it's fantastic, right? And Moldova has so much to offer, and I just love that vibe, and I hope that I will be able to take that with me and to bring that back to Sweden, and always remember that energy that Moldova has given me. Despite the problems and challenges, there is a resilience here and an energy which is fantastic.